who has joined us on this wonderful occasion, Dr. Chella Krishnavir Abhishek. He's a PhD in linguistics and soft skills trainer in Andhra University, and also a senior faculty from AILSG, Hyderabad. And he would be delivering his talk on Prodasura, anger management in Muddala Purana. We welcome you, Dr. Chella Krishnavir, to take over for your session. We welcome you once again on this international conference of Day 7. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ravindra. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Chella Krishnavir Abhishek. Please excuse me for my voice. I'm a little unwell, so I might look tired, but definitely, I'm very enthused by this opportunity to speak on the topic of importance. At this outset, I would like to pay homage to my teacher, my guru, late Dr. Dean Van Lugan. Definitely, he's the one who directed me to the life without anger, and also my teacher, Pat Cuddlestein. Thank you so much for guiding me always and taking me to the right direction. So basically, when I hear about anger, so from my personal experience, whenever I get angry, I always had a bout of panic and anxiety. So anger is something I never enjoyed, and I couldn't sustain it also because of the anxiety, the stress and anxiety associated with it. But then I understood that, we have to avoid or completely annihilate anger. So, but I understood, after my discussions and conversations with Matt Brillstein that, anger, you should make anger your friend, and you have to tame it. Like how you tame a lion, how you tame an elephant, you should also tame anger so that, it becomes useful. So if you tame a horse, it will help you give you a good ride. Similarly, if you tame anger, definitely, you can prosper and do much more and control. And, so I strongly believe that controlling anger and anger management, instead of anger elimination, anger management is important. I would like to start with Sattabhujangas. Sattabhujangas is basically the 7 factors of enlightenment propounded by the Buddha, the enlightened one, the intellectual. So he starts with Sati Sambhojango, Kobante Bhagavata, Samma Dakkato, Bhavito, Bahulikato, Abhignaya, Sambodaya, Nibbhanaya, Sambhatiti. He starts with Sati. Sati means mindfulness. So if you're aware of your present moment, it's very easy for you to control anger. So here in emotional intelligence, we talk about self-awareness. If you're aware of what is happening around you, instead of giving into your emotion, if you're aware of your surroundings, if you're mindful, because nowadays people are also talking about mindfulness meditation. So if you're mindful, definitely, there are more chances of you to control anger. Similarly, Dhamma Vichaya Sambhojam. So Dhamma Vichaya means weighing the pros and cons, whether my depiction of if I show anger, whether it is good or bad, whether it is good for me or bad for me, whether it's good for the other person or bad for the other person, whether I'm able to fulfill my objective. So if I project my anger, so is it good or bad? So weighing the pros and cons, that is Dhamma Vichaya Sambhojanga. And we have Virya Sambhojanga. So after you weigh the pros and cons and after you have selected what is right for you, you have to channelize your energies towards it. And then Pita Sambhojanga. So once you channelize your energies towards the pros and tame your anger, you get happiness. And after happiness, you get passaddhi, that is calmness. So after passaddhi, you get samadhi, that is concentration. And after samadhi, you get upekha, that is equanimity. So in spiritual sense, what we say is that we have a philosophy called Shunyata or also Advaita, where, there's God in everyone. Isha Vasamidam Sarvam, where there's God in everyone. So if you see spirituality, if you are in spirituality, if you see God in everyone, or if you see everyone has a divine manifestation. There are chances for you to not get angry on another person, not only animate but also inanimate. So that can be developed only through compassion, and compassion can be developed, if we try to understand these factors of enlightenment. So these factors by the intellectual and are cultivated and fully developed by the intellectual. So these conduce the perfect understanding and full realization. So these factors of enlightenment that I just listed, they lead to complete enlightenment. They actually lead to intellectuality and also compassion. So through these, you can build compassion, and being compassionate, by developing compassion, definitely, you can control your anger and use it in a positive way, channelize it in a positive way. So basically here I'm talking about Mudgala Purana. So Mudgala Purana is one of the Puranas. It is an Upapurana. It is not a Mahapurana. So Mudgala Purana is basically based on a Lord Ganesha. He's a Hindu god. He's also adored in Buddhism and Shintoism. So Lord Ganesha. So basically I see Hinduism as an esoteric religion, which has a lot of symbolic elements in it. And there is a lot to understand if you delve deep. So there's a lot of inner meaning in it. So I'll start with a small prayer, that is Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvighram Kurme Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. So Lord Ganesha is actually seen as a god of removal of obstacles. So basically, if you see anger is an obstacle. So here through Mudgala Purana, we'll understand, how Lord Ganesha is nothing but our consciousness. So through our consciousness, how Lord Ganesha, our consciousness, how it can remove the obstacle, that is anger. So first let us look at the symbolism of Ganesha. So if you look at the picture of Ganesha, Lord Ganesha, you will see that he has a big head, a very big head, so head of an elephant. So it actually signifies think big, thinking big. If you think big, you will understand that showing anger or showcasing anger is a very small thing. It's a very small act. So introspection, self-introspection is very important. So if you do your SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, if you understand, if you feel that your anger is your weakness, it's always good to work on your weaknesses and capitalize on your strengths. So you think big. If you think big, you'll understand that anger is a very small thing, it's a very petty issue, and something which you need not concern yourself about, worry about. Similarly, if you see Ganesha, he has very big ears. So big ears means listening. So whenever we are angry, we tend to speak a lot and listen less. So here, the symbolism of Lord Ganesha, you see a very big ear. So it shows that you have to listen more when you're angry, so that you truly understand the perspective of the other person, so that you truly understand whether it's a situation to be angry or not. So similarly, Ganesha has small eyes. Small eyes indicate focus, attention. So attention to details. So when you're angry, you tend to avoid all the details. You tend to not focus, actually. You tend to divert yourself into some other plane. So it's very important for you to focus. And similarly, curved trunk. If you see Lord Ganesha, he has a curved trunk. So curved trunk, it indicates flexibility. A person who is flexible and objective in his approach and thinking, so definitely he can combat anger. So if you're flexible, because what happens is we see ourselves very rigid, not very static and very rigid. You have to be dynamic and flexible in order to combat anger, and also it's always good to take things in the right stride. So similarly, Ganesha also has axe. Axe is to cut all your egos and desires. So the main reason for anger I see is ego, because anger is actually an effect. The cause is something else, and anger is the effect. Ego may be cause and anger may be effect. A desire may be cause and anger may be the effect. So if you have a lot of unfulfilled desires, or maybe your ego is hurt, so that's why you're angry. So Lord Ganesha holds an axe which cuts off your ego and desires. And then Modaka. Modaka means it's a sweet. So it indicates sweet rewards that you get if you control your anger and channelize it in the right way. And then broken tusk. So broken tusk. So if you see an elephant has two tusks. So in Lord Ganesha has one full tusk and one broken tusk. So broken tusk indicates you have to discard the bad and retain the good. So that is the meaning. And also large belly. If you see Lord Ganesha, he has a very large belly. So large belly is to digest good and bad equally. And also contentment. Large belly signifies contentment. If you see laughing Buddha, you have a large belly. Laughing Buddha has a very large belly. Buddha or laughing Buddha, he has a very large belly. So he's happy, he's always content. So that is the significance. And then Lord Ganesha rides on a mouse. A mouse is a very small thing. Lord Ganesha is a very big entity, a very big divine manifestation. How can he ride on a very small vehicle like a mouse? So a mouse, it actually signifies the desires have to be kept under control. So Lord Ganesha, if you develop your consciousness in such a way, you can put your desires under control. So the mouse, the vehicle of Lord Ganesha, it signifies the desires. There are desires, definitely you have to act upon your desires, but the desire shouldn't control you. You should control your desires. So, Lord Ganesha mounted on the mouse signifies that, he is controlling the desires, not the consciousness. Our consciousness is controlling the desires, and we are not controlled by the desires. So that is the meaning. So this is the symbolism of Lord Ganesha. So in Mudgala Purana, Lord Ganesha has 8 manifestations. So 8 manifestations. And in each manifestation, he annihilates or eliminates or he removes one obstacle. So, for example, in the form of Vakratunda, he eliminates Matsaryasura. Matsarya means envy or jealousy. So Lord Ganesha is actually eliminating jealousy. And in Ekadanta Avatara, he eliminates Madhasura. Madhasura means arrogance. So similarly, in Mahodara Avatara, he eliminates Mohasura. Mohasura means delusion. We are deluded. So the delusion is also one major reason for anger. Envy, jealousy is one major reason for anger. Arrogance is one major reason for anger. And then in the form of Gajavaktra, he eliminates Lobhasura. Lobhasura means greed. Greed is also something which leads to anger. And then in the form of Lambodara, he annihilates Krodhasura. Krodhasura means the personification of anger. And then in Vikata Avatara, he eliminates Kamasura. Kamasura means lust. So basically, if you have unfulfilled lust, definitely you're angry. And similarly, Vignaraja. In the form of Vignaraja, the 7th manifestation, the 7th avatara in Mudgala Purana, he eliminates Mamasura. Mamasura means possessiveness. It is mine, this is mine. Sticking on to something, attachment. So if you're attaching yourself to something and if you lose it, you're angry. And then in the final avatara, in Dhumra Varna, he eliminates Abhimanasura. Abhimanasura means pride. So pride here again is ego. So if your pride is hurt, you're angry. So basically, when in my childhood, when I used to read Puranas or Bhagavad Gita, I used to read them as shlokas. But then, once I started understanding to read between the lines, there is one popular saying in Telugu, Kagitambunandu kaligin aksharal chadivinanta dharini chitrudaguna, aksharamburendu ardambu neruguchu chadivinattivade chitrudagu. The person who just reads the lines won't become clever. The person who actually reads between the lines becomes clever. So that's what I started doing. And then, I understood that there is huge amount of knowledge, huge amount of treasure of knowledge, not just in Hindu scriptures, but also in Bible, in Holy Quran, In all the scriptures in Torah, you find there's enormous amount of knowledge. So there's a lot of esoteric knowledge. And, if you read between the lines, then we can understand that. So when we come to the family of Ganesha, so Ganesha is basically, he has 3 wives. So 3 wives, again, you can't take it literally. You have to take it symbolically. The first wife is Siddhi. Siddhi means full understanding of a subject. So, for example, whenever you're getting angry, before getting angry, if you fully understand the other person's perspective and if you fully understand the situation, you will think, you'll get to know that, there's no point of showing anger. So, Siddhi is his first wife, and his second wife is Buddhi. Buddhi means intellect. If you use your intellect, you'll understand there's no point of showing anger. Similarly, Riddhi. Riddhi means aiming for perfection. So we cannot be perfect, but we have to aim for perfection. So these are the 3 wives. These are the symbolic wives of Lord Ganesha. So, and Lord Ganesha has 3 children, 2 sons and 1 daughter. Again, you can't take it literally, you have to take it symbolically. So the first child is Shubha. Shubha means prosperity. So if you imbibe all these qualities, you become prosperous. And then another child is Labha. Labha means profit. If you use your anger in the right direction, it gets you profit. I'll narrate an example, an excerpt. What happened was, many years ago, I had an altercation with my dad. And then instead of shouting at him, I just started walking. I was in full rage. I was very ferocious. I just started walking. I just was cursing and walking. And then I didn't realize that, till it took at least 45 minutes till my anger subsided, and I kept walking for 45 minutes. And I walked 12 kilometers, which is not humanly possible for me. But then I made it. So, anger releases the dopamine, if you're able to use it and channelize it. So definitely it becomes profitable. And then the third child of Lord Ganesha, the daughter of Lord Ganesha, is Santoshi Mata. Santoshi means happiness. Santosh means happiness. So, if you imbibe all these qualities, definitely you get happiness. So a right guru cascades the right teaching. And, if you finding the right guru is also very important, in understanding the scriptures in a way, because most of the scriptures I strongly believe, are understood, overtly, but there is a latent hidden meaning, and a true guru cascades the right meaning, is what I strongly believe. So if you understand the birth of Lord Ganesha is born as from Parvati, because she was actually applying a turmeric paste, and then out of the turmeric paste she created Lord Ganesha. And then Shiva cut off the head of Lord Ganesha, and then he put the head of an elephant. That is the story generally we hear. But there is an inherent meaning to that story. So Parvati, goddess Parvati, is actually the energy. So the energy manifests in the form of consciousness. And then consciousness, what it does is it's filled with ego. When it is filled with ego, our subconscious comes and cuts off the head of the ego and puts in intellect. That is the real meaning of the birth story of Ganesha. And similarly, in Mudgal Puran, when Lord Ganesha in the form of Lambodara, when he confronts Krodhasura, so how Krodhasura is born, we'll try to understand that. Now Shiva, Lord Shiva, he was attracted by Mohini. Mohini is one form of Vishnu. So Vishnu took the form of Mohini to do some activity. So that Karya is done. That work is done. So now Vishnu discarded that Mohini avatar and he left. But what happened? Vishnu left to his abode in Vaikuntha. But what happened? Shiva, because he loved Mohini and he wanted Mohini, and now Mohini is not there because Vishnu discarded that avatar. Shiva is angry, and from the sweat of his anger is born Krodhasura. So what does this mean? It means that When you have unfulfilled desires, when your desires are not met, then you are bound to get angry. So that is the inherent meaning of this. And then Lambodara, because as Lambodara means Ganesha's form with a huge belly, Lamba Udhara, huge belly. So huge belly, as I've already told you in symbolism of Ganesha, it talks about digesting good and bad and contentment. Because in Buddha, laughing Buddha, he has a very big belly and he is happy and contented. So if you're happy and contented, if you have no expectations in life, so definitely you can eliminate, or you can annihilate, or you can control Krodhasura, that is anger. So Ganapati also took the form of Simha Ganapati. So Simha Ganapati or Narasimha, because Ganapati is also taken as a manifestation of Vishnu, because Lord Vishnu's wife, his energy is called Lakshmi, and also energy of Ganapati is also called Lakshmi. So similarly, when we talk about Simha Ganapati, so Simha Ganapati talks about Narasimha avatar. So in Narasimha avatar, what happens is Lord Narasimha, he comes and he annihilates Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu, who is Hiranyakashipu? Hiranyakashipu is the person who is filled with Arishad Vargas. Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, ego, jealousy, pride, attachment, lust, all these things. He is filled with all this. And then what happens is, Lord Narasimha, he comes and he annihilates Hiranyakashipu, because he annihilates Hiranyakashipu because he is troubling his devotees, especially Prahlada. And then what happens is, after Lord Narasimha annihilates Hiranyakashipu, he drinks the blood of Hiranyakashipu. What does it symbolizes? See, if you try to confront anger with anger, what happens is the solution is not found, because there is still a huge amount of anger left in. So Lord Narasimha, after killing Hiranyakashipu, he's still angry. He's still angry. Why is he angry? He has done his job, but he's still angry. So generally what we do in regular situations is, if someone hurts our ego, if you have an unfulfilled desire, we generally shout at them. After shouting at them also, we are not happy, we are not satiated, we are not satisfied. Still anger is left in us. Similarly, Narasimha also, after annihilating Hiranyakashipu, still anger is left in him. So, what happens is, sages, they come and they praise him. They sing a lot of songs in his praise, but still is not cool. So he's not able to be pacified. And then a cooling drink, Panaka, is offered, a drink filled with jaggery is offered, but still is not pacified. And then the person, and then his family comes, for example, in the Purana story, Lakshmi comes, his energy, Lakshmi comes to pacify him. So generally our family comes to pacify us, but still we are not cooled down, we are not pacified. The person who makes us angry comes and says sorry, but still we are not pacified. Anger, once it's generated, how much ever we do, it's not pacified. And in one of our tribal folklore, it is said that, when we cherish the cute memories, what happens is, when Narasimha is not pacified by the sages, when Narasimha is not pacified by offering Panakam, when Narasimha is not pacified by Lakshmi Devi, when Narasimha is not pacified by Prahlada himself, what happens is, Narasimha gets pacified by the Divine Mother. The Divine Mother sings lullabies, cute lullabies, and also cute lullabies reminding him of his wonderful memories to cherish, how he, was born, and how he was taken into her abode, onto her lap, and how she was taken as a baby and all. And then he gets cooled down. So whenever we are angry, it's always good, it's always better for us to cherish and relish all the good memories we have in your life. because your family, your friends, any drink, nothing can help you. Only cherishing the memories, cherishing positive memories can help. Even the person who made you angry, even if he says sorry, still some amount of anger is left in you. You are not completely anger free. But if you cherish the positive memories, the cute memories of your life, why we get attracted to something that is cute? Because it makes us happy. Because we are all children at heart. We are all kids at heart. We are all innocent at heart. And we need that motherly love. And when we cherish that motherly love that we got during our childhood or during different stages of our life, definitely we'll be able to overcome anger. So in that form where Narasimha avatar, where Lord Narasimha was cooled down, pacified by the divine mother, she is called Prachingira, the divine mother Prachingira, form of Parvati. When she cools him down by singing lullabies and reminding him of the cute memories of his innocence and childhood, he is pacified, he's happy, and he becomes Kukur Simha. That is the meaning. He has different avatars. He has Yoga Narasimha, he is Lakshmi Narasimha, Panaka Narasimha, Varahala Narasimha, and then Kukur Simha. Kukur Simha means from a fierce lion, he becomes a cute puppy. If you see a puppy, puppy is happy. And if you see a lion is ferocious. From a fierce lion, Narasimha avatar, he becomes a cute puppy. Kukur Simha. So what happens basically is Krodhini, Mother Krodh. Actually, if you see Hindu goddesses, they're depicted as very angry. They're angry because there's a reason for their anger. They're angry because you are deluded, you are in the Maya, and they want to take you out of the Maya. So in order to take you out of the Maya, they look ferocious, they look wrathful. But they look wrathful only to the person who is doing bad. But for the person who is doing good, they look very compassionate, very motherly, very kind, very, very lovely. So all these positive emotions are associated. So what happens is Krodhini, mother in the form of Krodhini, Shakti in the form of Krodhini, she puts her tongue out. If you see Kali, goddess Kali, you see that her tongue is out. Why is her tongue out? Is because she drinks all the drops of blood. There is one asura, one demon called Raktabija. So Raktabija, mother wanted to, annihilate Raktabija, Durga or Parvati or Krodhini. She wanted to annihilate Raktabija. So when she cut Raktabija, when she killed Raktabija, lots of drops of blood have spilled out of Raktabija. And each drop of blood became another Raktabija. So mother couldn't kill Raktabija, because every drop that is falling from him, every drop of blood that was falling from him was becoming another Raktabija. So there are millions and millions and trillions of Raktabijas. From one Raktabija, there are trillions of Raktabijas. So mother in the form of Krodhini or Kali, what she did was she stuck her tongue out, and then all the drops, after annihilating Raktabija, all the drops of blood that fell into her tongue, and she drank it. So what does this signify? This signifies that, your thoughts, the drops of blood become your thought. So to control one thought, you put another thought. But to control that other thought, you have to think of another thought. So these thoughts are unending. That's why your anger is unending. So, mother, what she does is she swallows the drops, the thoughts that make you angry, and she becomes Akrodhipa. Akrodhipa, and she makes us Akrodhipa. She becomes Akrodhini, and she makes us Akrodhipa. Akrodhipa is a person who is anger free from anger. So like this, there are different Asura Gunas. Asura Gunas means negative qualities, and Deva Gunas means positive qualities. So what are the Asura Gunas? Asura Gunas basically Vivaksha, Vivakshasura. Vivaksha means prejudice. Or for example, Dvesha, Dveshasura. Dvesha means hatred. And Dushanasura. Dushana means cursing. Pakshapatasura. Pakshapatasura means pakshapata, means bias. Bhaya. Bhayasura means fear. So all these are asuras that make us angry. So it's very important. For example, you take bhaya, fear. If you fear something, it makes you angry because you're not able to do the task because of fear. You're angry. This bout of anger is developed in you. So you have, when we talk about Krishna has an inherent meaning. Krishna means consciousness. Veera means how you can become great. And when I interacted with Matt, I was talking about the origin of my surname, Challa. Challa actually means to pacify or to cool. So we were actually given that surname over the generations because it was said that, in our forefathers, they were very angry. So to cool us, they gave us this surname called Challa. And Abhishekam means to offer something. So for example, if I say Virudaina, Veera means great. A person with consciousness becomes great only if he pacifies his negative qualities and offers his positive qualities. So Virudaina Krishnudu Vivakshasuruни Challavarcha Abhishekam. So he becomes a Krishna, he becomes a great consciousness, a great intellect, only if he is able to pacify prejudice, only if he is able to pacify envy, only if he is able to pacify anger, only if he is able to pacify his ego, only if he is able to pacify his attachment, only if he is able to pacify his lust. Similarly, Abhisheka means offering. So what should we offer in order to be happy and not angry? We should offer prema deva. So offering God qualities. What are the God qualities? Divine qualities. That is prema. Prema means love. And then daya. So daya. And then daya means kindness, generosity. Satya means truth. Ahimsa means non-violence. Dhairya means being strong. And then karuna means compassionate. So these are the qualities that we should abhisheka or offer. And there are the negative qualities that we have to pacify or challavarcha. So when we talk about the Hindu Puranas, all the Puranas talk about God killing evil. God killing evil is actually our consciousness, our intellect, annihilating the negative qualities and developing the positive qualities. That is the inherent meaning, is what I understood. When I started researching upon different texts, especially Mudgala Purana. So, now we have Sri Ram Navami. Sri Ram Navami is coming. So Rama, he killed Ravana. So when we talk about Ravana has 10 heads. How come Ravana has 10 heads? It's just a symbolism that, Ravana has 10 negative qualities and each negative quality was annihilated by Rama. And Rama and Ravana are not separate. Rama and Ravana are inside our heads. So, our intellect, we should use our intellect to annihilate all these negative 10 heads, the negative qualities, the asura gunas or the negative qualities, and develop and propound the positive qualities. So that is the inherent meaning of not just this scripture, but also the Holy Bible. If you see, you have 7 deadly sins. And in the 7 deadly sins, you have wrath. Wrath means anger. And also in the Holy Quran, we are in the auspicious month of Ramadan. In the Holy Quran, Allah loves people who have sabr. Sabr means patience. If you're provoked and if you have patience, if you keep patience, then you will be loved by God. So every religion, and also Buddhism. In Buddhism, you have a beautiful text. You have many Tripitakas, but a beautiful text called Abhidhamma. And Abhidhamma is the science of mind. And they have personified, like our Puranas, it is personified. So, if you personify, what happens is the meaning becomes ambiguous. But at the same time, if you really want to understand the in-depth meaning, the real meaning, the exact meaning, you have to read between the lines. So I strongly feel that, all these personifications, all these symbolisms, if you're able to decode them, there is a lot of meaning, not just in Hindu scriptures, but also in the Holy Bible, in Torah, in Guru Granth Sahib, in the Noble Quran. You find a lot of meanings where a lot of theories were given to control anger and to be happy. Because the ultimate goal of life is Ananda. Ananda means bliss and happiness. Thank you. Sorry for not being able to be very active, very proactive, because I'm a little unwell, but I hope I was able to make my point across. Thank you so much, Dr. Ravindra Garu, for giving me this opportunity, and Dr. Matt Perelstein for motivating me to take up this session. Yes, Mary, please.
Yeah, Mary, you can unmute yourself.
Actually, sir, you made my day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because why, I'll tell you why is the reason. First, I thank Dr. Ravindra sir for giving me the opportunity to express my opinion. Because the what all qualities you said me that happened to me in 2006, that brought me to really live my life to spirituality. So, like it, I went through a major accident today. 17 years, God has given me life. Then I thought I should do what and all you have told to do. So it really impacted my life, sir. You made my day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mary Florence. Thank you.
I love such talks, sir. If someone tells, apart from social work, apart from psychology, something relating to anything relating to God means I'll be there first. Because of God only I got this life back now. Then why don't I give to Him?
Definitely,
there's always made my day, sir.
Give back to the society. Give back to God.
No, I really made my day, sir. Each word you said is like as if I'm listening to my value education school, and I've really imbibed what you said. I've really practiced. Really,
thank you so much.
Actually, you made my day, sir. Really, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I really, it's enriching and it impacted me a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
In my apart from my family, I give I spend lot of my time in church.
Oh, wonderful!
So I give lot of time to prayer. Prayer is prayer which I cannot sacrifice.
Yes,
so,
yes, definitely.
So I give, and this session really impacted me a lot. So incredible! It really brought a enlightenment in this night time also for me. So
thank you so much. Thank you. So I strongly believe,
you took from everything, sir. You collaborated Bible, Quran, your Ganesh, everything. Because I'm a Christian, but I respect every religion. For me, I'm doing social work. I'm a MSW, Master of Social.
And also, my suggestion is there's one gospel. Generally, in the Holy Bible, we read the 4 gospels, but there's one very important gospel that was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. One is the Gospel of Thomas. I want you to read that also, if feasible.
No, sir, I'm not very particular about religion. For me, religion is not like that. But something relating to any spirituality, any temple, any mosque, I will go and listen, because the God gave me second life now. So anything dealing with God means I'm there.
I empathize with you, Mary, because during 2019 also, I had a major ailment, and after coming out of the ailment, generally we talk about intelligence quotient, IQ, but we leave out EQ and SQ, emotional quotient and spiritual quotient. Even after coming out of that major ailment, I also started understanding myself. I went inside, and then I understood that spiritual intelligence is as important as emotional intelligence and also intelligence quotient.
Actually, sir, right now I think after the 2006, I think where should I give my time? I should give for my family. I should give for my important friends and those friends who are in need, not
Yes.
that friends who are can go anywhere who are in need, and
Yeah,
and the rest I
definitely.
give to charity. So that has changed my life, and you made my day, sir. Thank you
Because
very much, sir. God
thank you
bless
so
you.
much. Thank you so much, Mary Florence. Thank you. Basically, if service, I believe, is something that gives us a lot of lot of happiness, a lot of gratitude. If you serve someone, if you help someone, seeing the smile in their face, that smile, the tear in their eye, and the smile in their face, that the satisfaction that you get, uh, it cannot be. Uh, Substantiated by anything else. Definitely, I strongly
Like
believe.
I really was touched, sir. So many sessions we'll hear a lot, but everything doesn't. This one impact us. You are really impacted me.
Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
God
much.
bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And also, when we are talking about prayer, so prayer is something, in secret, the book of secret, it is said that there's something called law of attraction. So if you pray, you attract, because the universe makes a way for you to, it attracts, if you envision. Uh, there's something called positive visualization. So if before doing a task, if you visualize positively, definitely, the universe, the energy, the cosmic energy sees to it that, it manifests for you. Yes, yes, Stephen, please.
Okay, the first and foremost, I want to thank Dr. Lavidra. Then the second thing I want to thank you, sir.
Yes.
Maybe I confess more about. I had an anger on my heart and the belly or the pancreas. I had carried many issues. The teenagers about the adolescent. Maybe you want someone, maybe, and your last did not make it, and they didn't manifest. And maybe due to that, an attachment to somebody, maybe, and you had, I had a desire to become a pastor also. And I see that, I seen that his love is unending. So on going to ministry, maybe I see someone is above to on my hands. I see that anger is coming above. So at this time, I had a Bachelor of Theology. And I don't use because you have dysfunction my anger at this moment, and you have talked about the right direction. That is prosperity and profit and happiness that maybe that overwhelmed us. And you have talked about prayers when you attract. So I had praying for ministry, and what I attracted is the theology, and I pray for the school fees, and it gets, and I see manifesting. And I also thank you because maybe this my torture. Or you can remember on a previous video that was being prayed, he talked about an emotion. So
Yeah.
that uh, uh, conflict of interest that had gone to the ministry was about spiritual father. So that malice could overwhelm the institution. So I had not talked about anyone. So I thank you, sir.
That's true.
I really thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful, Stephen. I really hope you become a pastor, not just a pastor. You get promoted to the position of a bishop and lead many people, lead an anger-free life. Because I strongly believe that temples and churches and mosques are places where we reflect upon ourselves, and we
Yes.
become our true selves. So definitely,
Mm.
I pray to God that you become a pastor and an
Yes.
inspiration to many.
Yes. And mhm. And the second ring is about prejudice. We have talked about prejudice. So I had everything that I seen in the, I had seen that everything is on my side. You see, sir. And what I could deliver is only my anger to people. So this, I had not doing anything. I had not seen anything. And my ambitions is to become a professor. So I could really work hard
Yes.
to see. But my result scripts could maybe it could not manifest. Even at this time, I could write an article to the institution. But when I see the people flowing in their moments, I hide my article. I really thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Definitely, you'll definitely become a professor, a spiritual coach, a pastor. Definitely, God bless. Thank you so much, Stephen, for your kind words, and really happy to interact with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ravindra ji. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And
Thank
also,
you.
Matt. Thank you
Yes,
so much, Matt Goldstein.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Krishnaveer, for the wonderful and insightful and more of enlightening session. And then that is the greatness of our scriptures, ancient literature, where you can explore ourselves and correlate and learn, reflect upon various aspects of our day-to-day life. But unfortunately, today, we have forgot, in fact, to go back and, explore ourselves within these ancient scriptures. That's why we are struggling. Today, we are talking about mental health.
Yes.
Because, we don't have that kind of connect.
That's true.
With our ancient knowledge.
That's true. That's true.
And, beyond religion, there was always spirituality.
Spirituality, definitely.
Because the true essence of any religion is spirituality.
That's true.
They all, thrive for the global peace and,
Yes.
oneness
among
everyone and humanity. So these are the great concepts behind all the belief systems.
That's true, sir. We always talk about Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, one big family. We are all one big family.
Yeah. So that is what we really need to, look beyond one's systems.
That's true,
beyond what one's belief system, or it may be religion or anything. We need to look out what's good in that,
Yes,
to
definitely.
improve ourselves.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of learnings that we can do from our religions, from different scriptures that we have. And also, sir, before I sign out, there's one suggestion I wanted to give to the crowd. There's one beautiful song called Words by Boyzone. Words by Boyzone. If you have time, please listen to it. You will love the song. It talks about smile, the importance of smile, and how smile can melt the world. A beautiful smile can melt the world. So the song is Words by Boyzone. Please, after this session, I request you all to listen to the song. You'll definitely love it. Yes, Ravindraji.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for contributing to that. And
yes, I'll be sharing my number here. Someone was, yes, Mary G was asking for the number. I'll be sharing my contact here. This is my WhatsApp. I think I shared it with someone. 990. My contact, my WhatsApp is 990874286. So if you have any suggestions, any recommendations, or to interact, definitely you can to me, because I'm on the verge of understanding the scriptures, the real meaning of scriptures, and disseminating them. Because as Ravindraji rightly said, there's a lot of hidden knowledge in our ancient scriptures, but we have dissociated ourselves from the scriptures. Because of that, now we are talking more about mental health. Unfortunately, I see even in my city, I see many teenagers committing suicide. It really breaks my heart listening to the news. People committing suicide, people killing each other. It really breaks my heart. There's a lot of mental issues that youngsters are going through, and definitely, our scriptures can offer that right guidance. If we really get the right meaning, the inherent meaning of the scriptures, so definitely, we can guide the next generation or the next generation of citizens in a right manner, because it's very important, that you live your life to the fullest. And God has given you one chance, and and I see that teenagers, for very petty issues, they're committing suicides, or they're killing each other. A lot of mishaps are happening. Seeing that, it breaks my heart. And definitely, the main reason for that is anger. And our scriptures offer the best solutions to be happy and contented in life, because we have a higher purpose. And to understand that higher purpose, we have to delve upon the true meaning of our scriptures. Thank you, Ravindraji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Krishnavir. We regularly organize almost every day. We have a session online from 6 to 8. Yes. So we are taking up various sessions like based on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development. And we are commemorating various days. And whenever you have some time, whenever you are able to contribute, you can just pitch in. And
it will be my honor, it will be a privilege to be part of your sessions, part of your conferences. Definitely, sir. You can count me in always.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And once
again, sir. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Wish you all the success. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.